Hello, 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 everyone. For anyone who likes anchovies on their pizza, or if they're making a sauce and you want to have anchovies, um, check this out. This 8-ounce container of anchovies, um, well, I placed them into this mason jar with olive oil, and you can use a handful of these if you're making homemade pizza, if you're making a sauce, or any type of meal that you want a fish flavor to. And it's so, so good. Now, one can of anchovies is like about $4 now. They used to be like $2.99. Um, and a jar is like $6 now. Small, tiny little jar. So, um, now, you'll only find stuff like this in ethnic markets. You won't find, well, maybe you will find them in higher upper end stores, but they'll be super pricey. So, this is so good. Oh my god, it's so, so good. You have to like anchovies. I like anchovies. And, they're good. Like if you want to make, like I said, if you want to make a homemade pizza, or if you buy pizza dough and you want to just put them on, after you add the pizza sauce and your cheese or whatever, however you want to prepare your food. So, there this is. I think this was like $5.99 when I picked it up, or $6.99. But one small jar, a can of anchovies, was like about $4 or $5. I think at least like 4 or 5. The last time I bought a jar, it was a small jar. It was like $6 for a little tiny small jar. So now with this, you get so much. You get so much. So there's some food ideas. There's some food ideas. You know, especially if you have a household, even if you're on your own. You want to save money. So, and you add olive oil, and they stay. You can keep them at room temp, or you could refrigerate this. I'm going to keep it at room temp. So I'll show you a jar that I picked up. Yeah, this little jar, this little piggy went to the market. No, this little jar right here, I think it was like $6 when I picked it up. Um, but it's so small. So, and it was filled with olive oil, and well, it's just a way to save money. I like to show people how they could stretch their bucks, because if y'all haven't figured it out yet, we're in a downturn economy, and well, I don't see it turning upward anytime soon. So work with what you have, you know, and this way you have extra for entertainment, whatever you feel like doing. Speaking of which, entertainment. Hold on. There's my entertainment for my singing career. for my for my when I get on stage and I let out a tune. Actually, it's going to be for some public speaking. But I gotta open this up. The order just arrived 2 days ago. Let me see. Let me unveil it. Let me unbox it now. Oh, I have. some people watching. Oh my God. There I go. The performer. America's Got Talent. Uh, here we go. Here we go. Let me unbox you. Let me unbox you. And by the time I get around to doing this. Oh, I like this. Oh, it's pretty cool. I gotta set it up. I gotta set it up. I'll be singing a tune. Hello, is it me you're not looking for? Oh, colors for the Knicks. Look at that. They must have known that the Knicks were going to win. Look at that. Look at that. That was not planned. I did not ask for these colors. I didn't ask for these colors. They just came in the box. So look at that. Let's see. We'll have to do this when I'm not distracted making the video here. I'll be right back. Hello. Hello. On another subject, so my brother made a video. Yeah, that's just overwhelming. Very overwhelming. Hoping and praying that there's some type of improvement. If he's not going to be able to live without the the um, the breathing machine, the ventilator, we're gonna take him off the ventilator. Yeah, I would not want to be in a ventilator. No, no, no. Um, you have no quality of life. Yeah, no quality of life. And well, this happened on his birthday, March 14th this year. He's born in 55. I'm born in 1960. Um, Same month, 5 years apart. But he was showing signs of improvement. And then they had to do it. They did another surgery because he had more swelling. And he was having eye movement today, and he was holding my hand. But he's like I said, we don't know what's going to happen. But he said it that if it ever came to anything like that, no, that he would not want to. And I wouldn't either. I mean, I wouldn't recommend it to anyone because basically, you're just, you know, you're living on a machine and you're immobile. There's nothing going on with your body. So, what do you do?
Do you keep somebody? No, no. Yeah, it's pretty mind blowing, but you know, there's nothing. Well, it's in God's hands. It's in God's hands. But that crap hole place he was in, LTAC Care One, he had he had been throwing up for 2 weeks, 2 weeks, and he had a swelling on the brain, edema, or whatever, encephalitis, and nobody picked it up. This is healthcare. This is healthcare. So if you have family that is in hospital, check on them. Check on them. Get over your bullshit resentment that you have. Check on your family, really. Um, had they have treated him better, he probably wouldn't be in this predicament because he was doing. It's a mess. It's a mess. So, but anyway, people take care of your health. I always say that. I cannot emphasize that enough. I mean, this condition, he was taking medicine for blood pressure that causes brain bleeding. So, um, this is where things are now today. And I'll say this to anybody, anyone who's, you all who have taken any of that diet shot and all that stuff, later on in life, it's gonna affect you. It's gonna affect you in not in a good way, you know. Um, Hear my dogs. They're having a little powwow. Um, yeah, pharmaceuticals are only to make the pharmaceutical companies billionaires. They're not gonna, well, they can alleviate a condition and correct a condition, but the side effects of the medicine, in this case, brain bleeding, and then being neglected from that dump that he was in. I would not allow my dog to go to a place like that. Yeah. So, if you have family in any institution, any hospital, show up for them. Show up for them because if you're incapacitated and you can't fend for yourself, you need to have family. You need to have family. You need to have loved ones, friends show up for you. And it's so important. But hope for the best. Hope for the best. It's pretty crazy too. And my poor niece, she just lost her stepfather on March 1st, and then March 13th, no, February 1st, and then a month and 2 weeks later, her father, my brother, ends up in this situation. So yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot. But anyway, everybody have a good night. Again, take care of your health. Take care of your health. I know I went from one topic to another, but just talking about stuff, just showing stuff for the food. Um, for those of you who like anchovies. Oh my God. Yeah. Just your health is so important, and your diet, and if you're overindulging, if you're like somebody who likes to drink excessively or do any rugs excessively, even if you're a weekend warrior, um, focus on living right. Focus on not doing that stuff, because the end result is, well, it's death or incarceration. I mean, there's no options in between. You know what I mean? Um, that rhymes. I just happen to rhyme all the time. There I go. There I go. There I go. But Yeah, health is so important. Health is so, so important. And what you're eating, what you're putting in your body. Like, I don't know if you remember that show. It was a reality show. The guy was going around. He was following people in with their wagons. I would always look at people's stuff, like what they would be checking out, and then you would just see them be like, obese or just not. Not that I'm like Miss Fitness Guru, but I'm 66 and I'm in damn good shape for somebody my age. Why? Because I take care of, my health. I watch what I eat. I don't overindulge. My weight has fluctuated because of the thyroid, but you know, and then two, eating extra ice cream, all that stuff, and extra carbs that I really didn't need. But you know, it's a learning curve. But I would look at getting back to groceries, people checking out the groceries, like just really bad food, and I would like say to myself, "Oh my gosh, boy, that's bad, that's bad, that's bad." Just last week, I was at Hannaford, and there was a trooper, a young kid. He was grabbing frozen food, and me and my Mrs. Kravitz, nosy ass that I am, I said, "That's bad for you. That's very high sodium." He goes, "Thank you, ma'am." He says, "But I only have 45 minutes to eat, so I have to grab something." And I was like, "Yeah, um, try to look for the low sodium content. It'll help you. It'll." He's like, "Yeah, you're right." "Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am." Oh God. But it's so true. Now I used to eat really bad food when I worked nights, like McDonald's. Oh, McDonald's. The thought of that, saying that now. But yeah, I used to eat that crap, and then Wendy's, and then years ago, I don't know if they still have it, but Wendy's used to have this the frosty, the it was the big frosty, so I would get that, and forget it. Like in one meal, I'd be having like 5,000 calories, and then still bulking up. But ugh, no, I don't. I have not had any fast food in years and years and years, and I'm glad. I'm happy about that. Like whenever I would go and travel, like if I'd be like driving somewhere, I would carry crackers or pretzels, just like a little old lady. No, just to have the sugar, because if you don't, your body needs the glucose, so you have to have something in your body. But that fast food, no, stay away from it. Stay away from it. Fast food is the fast way to poor health, and to diabetes, and to high blood pressure, hypothyroid, adrenal gland insufficiency, adrenal gland disorders, all that stuff. And it's just, they make these foods to make us sick. They really, really do. Foods are not healthy. That this fast food stuff, not at all, not at all. So, but anyway, everybody have a good night. Take care of yourself. Stay well. Stay hydrated, and always do the right thing, because we're all being watched. And remember, try to eat healthy. Try to eat healthy. Try to stay away from canned foods. Definitely no canned meats. If you're eating cold cuts, eliminate the cold cuts from your diet. Eliminate the cold cuts from your diet, because it's just not healthy. It's not healthy stuff. Until next time, have a good night. Bye. Thanks for watching.